What is up, RC enthusiasts? Back here again today. We got ourselves 2-speed installation on our C34km. And it's delivering its parts right now. Drive shafts that we're probably going to need. I'm assuming we're going to need shorter drive shafts for this because it's going to drop the transmission back down and give us a hang-up point. But, you know, I just want to try the 2-speed. See what it's like in this thing and maybe mod it to get it to sit higher up in the chassis, cut up stuff to get it in there nicely if it works good, so we'll see. And of course, what you guys are probably here for, the metal gears that are going inside the 2-speed. You know, trying to keep it with the theme of the all metal truck right here. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Get this car out of the way. So first, let's go ahead and open the metal gear bag right here just to see the gears we get. And if you're looking at these gears, they're pretty well made, not too bad. You look at the pictures of them on banggood.com where I purchased them from, the pictures don't look that good. The machining doesn't look that great, but the actual parts themselves, they're actually pretty good. This one's pressed onto the shaft, so it comes with it. Now, the picture shows that it was supposed to come with a lot more shafts and stuff, but apparently it doesn't. They expect you to use your old ones. You can see here the machining is not bad. Not bad. So like I've said before, I think the 2-speed is reliable the way it is. Haven't really had an issue with that 2-speed. I'm going to be using these drive shafts right here. I don't really recommend these drive shafts, I just have them, so I'm going to use them, but if they don't work, I'll let you know. I like the CVD style drive shafts that come with the original parts upgrade, the metal kits. Those drive shafts are a lot better. If I find a picture, I'll probably post it up right here. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and take this apart. It's going to be 4 screws right here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now once you pull those screws out and you pull the casing apart, just be really careful nothing falls out of place, and I recommend go ahead and take a picture of what it looks like in there so you can slap everything back together without getting lost and forgetting what went where. So let's go ahead and take this apart, and I'm going to go ahead and start this installation of these metal gears. Just pull this apart, and that's going to be what it looks like right there. Don't mind the screws falling, those are just from the screws at the back. Go ahead and zoom it in here just so you guys can take a look, and hopefully it'll help. Not sure if I'm getting a good angle or not. Pull this gear out. Pull this gear out. Next will be this gear. And these gears are attached to the shift fork. So see that? All 3 gears onto that one shaft. And that's what's going to be doing the shifting right there. And that's what it's going to look like inside when you're done. So yeah, now we're just going to go ahead and slap those on. We're going to need to use this shaft right here. Go ahead and get those gears off of there. So the smaller one right here with the engagement part for the shifter goes on this side, like so. Take this plastic gear off right here. We can install our shifter right here. And then we're going to get this gear next with the other engagement part, put it in that way. That's going to go in like so. I recommend getting all these shafts lubed before you slide these gears into it, just so everything goes in smoothly and is lubricated. But I'm going to leave it dry for now just for this installation so it's easier and cleaner for you guys to see everything. So now you're going to see there's a shift fork in there. You're going to need to get this riding inside that shift fork, so I don't know how I'm going to get this on video, but if you just put this all the way into where it's supposed to go, and then you push this actual shift linkage, you see this? You can push that forward to get that in there. And then we get it together like so. So that's going to be that gear. The next one we're going to throw in there is going to be this one that has the pressed in shaft. And that's going to go on this side of it. It's going to go in through here. Just line it up to the hole it needs to go into. And that goes in there like so. Our next one is going to be this one with a smaller top gear compared to this one. So that's the one that's going to go in this way, straight down into there. Now that's the one that has a shaft that got stuck onto this side. You can just pull that off of here, slide it through there, and then slide that into its hole, like so. So now you got almost all the gears in there. You just got one more gear left, and that's going to go this way into this shaft right here. And there you go. Now we have all the metal gears in there. I'm not sure if, hopefully my camera's getting that clearly. And that's all the metal gears installed. Now I like to grease everything, so remember I'm doing this dry just to show you how everything went in there, but I'm going to go ahead and grease everything, pack that full of grease, and then slap it all back together. All you got to do is line up this side of the case, and you're just going to make sure all the holes line up to where they need to go through. That needs to go through there, that one needs to go through there, shift fork needs to go through there. There you go. And that's all together. Now what I like to do is attach a drive shaft to one end so I can spin it, make sure everything's spinning freely in there. But I'm pretty sure that's good. So yeah, that's how you install those gears. Pretty simple. You know, it just goes in there. Definitely makes this transmission weigh a lot more, so you're going to get a lot more weight down low, so that's good. Alright, so now that this is prepped and ready to go, let's get that sucker out of there. Now look how nice that transmission is. Nice and flush, nothing to get hang up on. Man, I'm going to miss that. So yeah, go ahead and put this 2-speed in here. I'm going to get the 4 screws that are holding it up here taken off. And I'm going to get the grub screws taken off of the drive shafts, because I'm going to assume that these drive shafts are not going to fit once I put on the new transmission. There you go, got those loosened up. And right on. Drive shaft is out, everything's out. Here's our bare frame again. Now if you look on this, all the bolt patterns match up. So you're just gonna mount it up like this, screw that in there, and you'll be good. Yeah, that might lower your performance a little bit, but if I decide that this 2-speed is where it's at for me and what I want to be on here, instead of that single speed that's really slow, I'm gonna figure out a way to mount it up like this. Now if I do this, I might be able to use those long drive shafts again, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this high off the ground. Maybe about like this, just to give it the same amount of clearance as my C24s and C14s that are modified with their transmissions lifted up a little bit. And that's just going to give it more ground clearance, that's all. So I'm probably going to end up mounting it up this high or something, or we'll see. I might even go back to the single speed if this doesn't work out too well, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and mount this in here. And I'll get back to you guys so I could show you if I need to use those drive shafts or not. These ones right here. Let's get to it. We'll go ahead and install these drive shafts here and see how that works. Install the grub screws on here. Now remember, you're going to want to put some Loctite on this. This is just a dry fitting, just to see if all this stuff fits. So I'm just putting all the grub screws into their locations just for a dry fitting. Well, there you go, guys. I've got the 2-speed installed on there. I'm probably going to have it out in the desert doing a little bit of run off-roading. See how it does with this 2-speed. See how much of a hang-up I've created for myself right here. And like I said, if the 2-speed works out for me, we're going to find a different way to mount this, maybe a little higher up. If not, we're probably going to have to go back to this 1-to-1 gearbox right here and figure out a way to attach a shaft to it and have maybe like this gearbox sitting here where it normally belongs, so everything looks normal down here, and maybe have this motor uninstalled and have another shaft coming out of here to up here and install a motor up here down to this reduction gear, and have myself like a transfer case, turn this into a transfer case and have the motor sitting up here somewhere. We'll see. There's the endless possibilities with modifications to these things. Me myself, I am just getting into crazy modifications of my own. I normally just install things the way they're meant to be installed and run it that way. So yeah, we'll go ahead and see how this works right here. How much of an annoyance this ground clearance is going to be. We'll see. We'll go ahead and pop the body on here right now so we can see if everything all fits with the body on there. And if we're good to go. Well, there you go. Everything's installed and everything seems to be working good. Now, the one last reminder that I gotta show you is, of course, if you have the KM version, you're gonna have that reduction gearbox that has the shafts that spin the same way. So the one last thing you're gonna have to do, I forgot to mention, is turn this axle around. So you turn this axle around, have this pumpkin facing the other way, or else if you don't, it's going to look like this. Both your wheels are going to spin opposite direction, and that's obviously not going to work. So all we're going to need to do is spin this around. I'm pretty sure you know how to do that if you've assembled this yourself, so go ahead and do that, and you'll be done. And that'll be it for the 2-speed install onto this rig right here. You can tell I've taken the doors off, I've taken the roof off. Just leave this like this and run it like this for a lower center of gravity rig. And that way it can climb a lot better. But who knows, that's what's cool about it. You put the stuff back on it if you want to put the stuff back on it, leave it off if you want to leave it off. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope this helped people to decide whether they want to try this or not. I'll let you guys know my results on a later video to let you know how this is working out for me, if I went back to the single speed reduction gearbox or if I'm going to stick to this. So, alright guys, you guys have a good one. Go out there, have some fun. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe below. Now go run that RC.